Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through some player props I like on Prizepicks for today's NBA slate on Saturday, February the 1st. We've got 9 games on Saturday, so a relatively big slate, and I do have some early player props I like for the slate that we're going to talk about and share in this video. Got 3 plays to give out, guys, and as always, we're going to break them down and talk about why I like these plays. Now, before we do get started, make sure you guys hit that like button down below. If you enjoy these Prizepicks videos, hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys don't have an account over on Prizepicks, be sure to sign up. Use promo code NOAH when you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and you place your first lineup, you'll get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account. So you sign up, you put in whatever you want, 10 bucks, 15 bucks, 20 bucks, doesn't really matter. You play a $5 lineup. Even if you lose that $5 lineup, Prizepicks is going to instantly add $50 of promo funds to your account, which is basically like money that you can play with, and any money you win with those promo funds is credit. So that's money you can either continue to play with or you can withdraw. It's up to you, but definitely take advantage of this promo on Prizepicks and use code NOAH when you do sign up for Prizepicks. But I do also want to shout out Sleeper as well, because we do have a partnership with Sleeper. You guys can sign up for Sleeper. Use promo code NOAH over there, and when you play your first $5 lineup, you'll get $55 worth of free lineups. So this is a cool promo Sleeper's doing. Play $5, get $55. You sign up, make a deposit, doesn't matter how much money you put in. Once you play your first $5 lineup, you'll get $55 worth of free lineups added to your account that you can then use to play, hopefully win some money off of, build a bankroll up off of on Sleeper. But if you guys don't have an account on Sleeper, make sure to use that code NOAH. Not only take advantage of this promo, but also take advantage of the discounts they do throughout the week. Sleeper's always putting up discounted projections, basically like every day. They're doing discounted projections. They also do give out free squares to all new users, so you'll have some free picks, some 0.5 pass yards, rush yards props, points props. Like they'll give you out all these free squares when you do sign up for Sleeper. So it's a cool promo they're doing. Definitely take advantage of this. And if you guys don't have an account on Sleeper, make sure to use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up. But we got 3 plays to talk about for this slate on Saturday. Now, want to recap our plays from Friday before we go over today's plays. So we were so close to a full sweep, man, on Friday. We gave out 3 picks Friday. We hit 2 out of the 3. The 2 plays that hit were Ivica Zubac over 7 points in the first half. I think his line did get bumped up to 7.5, but he had like 8. I think he had 8 or 10 points in the first half. So even if you took his line after it bumped, it still went over. We hit Chris Paul over 8.5 points, which was relatively sweat-free. I think Paul went over like midway through the third quarter, finished with like 12 points. But unfortunately, the play that missed was Josh Giddey over 6.5 assists. That lost by the hook. Giddey finished with 6 assists. He played full minutes. I didn't get to watch all the games, so I don't really know like how many potential assists Josh Giddey had, but I did watch like the final few minutes. He got like 2 assists in the final few minutes of the game. And there was one play where he passed the ball to Vucevic. Vucevic did like a turnaround hook shot and missed it right under the basket. Like definitely a shot that Vuce makes probably 75-80% of the time, but he missed that one. That was definitely an easy assist. I'm sure he had a ton of other assist opportunities that didn't come through for him, but finished with 6 assists. We needed 7. Lost by the hook there. Really frustrating, but we've still been on a great run with these plays. We've hit 13 out of the last 16 picks that we've given out on this YouTube channel, so hopefully you guys have still been tailing and making some money with us. Again, when I give out these plays, you can take them all, you can play them all together. You can do a power play, you can do a flex play. Usually what I recommend you do is you take the play, if you're going to tail the plays I give out in these videos, you take them and then you add them to a couple plays that you like and do like a 5-pick flex play, 5-pick or 6-pick flex play, because those are mathematically the best slip types to play on Prizepicks are 5-pick flex and 6-pick flex. But obviously it's up to you. I can't tell you guys what to do with your money, but that's usually what I recommend to do. 3 picks are actually the worst slip types to play on Prizepicks mathematically. So I typically don't play a lot of 3-pick lineups, but I usually give out like 2 or 3 picks in this video just because I can't give out 6-7 plays the night before when there's just not a lot up on the board. Now I do give out more plays on Patreon, and we did give out 5 plays on Patreon Friday. Went 5-0, got a full sweep there. So as always, I'm giving out more plays, doing more content every day. That's always linked down below over on Patreon. Get access to my Prizepicks plays. get in our Discord chat. Sometimes I'll post sportsbook plays as well. That's all available for Patreon members. So I do provide a lot of content over there if you're interested. That's, again, linked down below in the description. But again, we've still been on a good run, hitting 13 out of our last 16 picks we've given out on this YouTube channel. Let's see if we can keep this run going and see if we can go 3-0 on these 3 plays for Saturday. So the first prop that I like for Saturday is going to be a prop on Onyeka Okongwu, and we're going to take him for more than 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So I was looking at his PR and his PRA line. His PR line was actually at 22.5 shortly before I started recording this video. It got bumped up. I wasn't able to play it at 22.5. At 23.5, that's okay too. But I think I like his PRA more because I feel fairly confident Okongwu can get us at least 2 assists here. He has started the last 7 games for the Hawks, and he's gotten at least 2 assists in 5 out of those 7 games. So I think that's why I like a little, PRA a little bit more than PR. But both these props are fine here on Okongwu. Really, really like this matchup for Onyeka Okongwu going up against the Pacers. You look at Okongwu's game log lately, he has had a brutal stretch of matchups. So he did do really well against Toronto both games. Toronto, fairly good matchup for centers. But his last 3 matchups have been brutal matchups for centers. Minnesota's a terrible matchup for centers, with Rudy Gobert, his defense. Houston's just a great defensive team. They're not like I don't want to say they're a terrible matchup for centers, but it's definitely not a great matchup for centers because Houston's very good defensively, and then Cleveland's a brutal matchup for centers. So Okongwu has had a stretch of really bad matchups lately, but now he gets to face the Pacers. The Pacers have historically been a pretty good matchup for centers. This season, they do rank in the top half of the league when it comes to giving up points and rebounds to the center position. The Pacers are also a team that give up a lot of points in the paint. Last season, they were tied with the Wizards for most points in the paint allowed. The Pacers were, and so far this season, the Pacers rank 24th in points in the paint allowed, so that is, I believe, 7th most in the league. So this is an Indy team. This Indiana team is a team that you can definitely beat around the rim, and that's where Okongwu is going to do a lot of his scoring. Now, he will shoot threes at times. Like, he's not a volume three-point shooter. He might only take like 1 or 2 threes a game. He can shoot threes, but a lot of Okongwu's scoring is going to come kind of around the rim, in the paint area, and that's where the Pacers have been most vulnerable. So I do really like this matchup for Onyeka Okongwu. I think his minutes are going to be really good here, especially with Clint Capella out. Clint Capella, we've seen Okongwu play 3 games this season without Clint Capella, and in those 3 games, he's played 30, 28, and 28 minutes. So he probably plays like 28 to 30 minutes here, maybe more. And when Okongwu plays 28 to 30 minutes, especially in this good of a matchup, I feel pretty good about him going over this 25.5 PRA line. I mean, if you look at his last 7 games as a starter, from a scoring perspective, he's consistently been giving you close to double-digit points. From a rebounding perspective, over their last 7 games that he's been in the starting lineup, he has averaged over 14 rebound chances per game. And then over his last 7 games as a starter, he's averaged just over 5 potential assists per game. So he's giving you rebounding upside and a little bit of assist upside as well to go along with the scoring. And the matchup's really good for Okongwu here. So I do like this play quite a bit. Onyeka Okongwu more than 25.5 PRA. Going to take that as our first play. Now, next play that I like is going to be, it's going to be a first half prop. So on Prizepicks, we talked about this in Friday's video. You can take first half props. If you think a guy's going to have a big game or if he's going to have like a big first half or maybe a bad first half, you go over or under. But what really, when first half comes into play for me, it's typically in spots where I think a game has a lot of blowout risk. So when there is a blowout, typically that means guys are not playing in the fourth quarter. Maybe they're getting shorter stints in the fourth quarter. If they do get minutes in the fourth quarter, maybe their third quarter stints get cut short and then they don't, get any minutes in the fourth. So obviously there's a lot of ways guys can lose minutes in the second half for blowouts. But in the first half, typically, it doesn't matter what the score of the game is. Guys typically play their normal minutes in the first half unless, a player's just really struggling or if he gets in foul trouble or something. Now, this Wizards-Timberwolves game has a lot of blowout risk, but there is a first half prop that I like in this game, and it's Jonas Valanciunas for more than 10.5 PRA in the first half. So Jonas Valanciunas should be in the starting lineup tonight with Alex Sarr out. Alex Sarr was out last game, and J-Val did get the start. Now, he wasn't very good. He only played 18 minutes total for the game. It was a massive blowout against the Lakers. They got absolutely destroyed. And in that game, he only had 6 PRA in the first half. However, he did play 14 minutes. So J-Val played 18 minutes last game, but 14 of those 18 minutes came in the first half. And if we look at his first half game log this season when he's been a starter, so he has started 10 games total this season. He's played at least 12 minutes in the first half in all 10 of those games. And Valanciunas is typically a guy that can average about 1 PRA per minute. He's typically been a player that can be productive when he does get minutes. Last game in only 18 minutes, he did have 10 rebound chances, which was second most on the team. He also had 5 potential assists last game in only 18 minutes. Again, he didn't really play much because the game was so out of hand. And that could definitely be the case here. Like, I don't think anyone would be surprised if the Wizards went out there and lost by 50 tonight. But even if they're losing by 50 at halftime, we're probably still going to get like 10 to 14 minutes from Joval in the first half. And obviously in the second half, his minutes could get really cut down if the game's out of hand. But Joval's a guy that can be productive when he does get minutes. Again, he has started 10 games this season. He's gone over this PRA line, this first half PRA line, in 9 out of those 10 games. The one game where he went under was last game against the Lakers, where he had 6 PRA. Really struggled that game, shot 0 for 6 from the field. I don't want to look too much into that. I mean, again, J-Val's a guy that typically can be productive when he gets minutes. He's also a guy that, he's a high usage player. Like, he's a center that they can kind of run the offense through. Last game, he had the 3rd highest usage rate on the team behind Kyle Kuzma and Jordan Poole. Obviously, the usage on this offense is going to be fairly concentrated around Kuzma and Poole because those are kind of the main usage guys. But J-Val can be a guy that soaks up usage as well. He'll take shots. He rebounds the ball pretty well, and he can give you a little bit of assist upside as well. Again, he did have 5 potential assists in only 18 minutes last game. Now, is the matchup good? No, the matchup's not good. I mean, Rudy Gobert, definitely a good defender. Minnesota, historically been a tough matchup for centers. But just given how good J-Val's been when he's gotten minutes, how productive he's been, I think this first half line of 10.5 definitely provides a little bit of edge here. This line is just factoring in his full game projection. The books are obviously cutting down the Wizards' full game projections because of the blowout risk here. But when we're talking about first halves, we don't have to worry about blowout. J-Val's going to play normal minutes in the first half, regardless of what the score is. So definitely like this first half play here on Valanciunas. And I was also looking at some of Valanciunas' games in the past versus Rudy Gobert. He's had some good games versus Gobert in the past. He's faced him a lot throughout his career. J-Val's been in the league for a while. So I don't think it's like a terrible matchup for J-Val. I mean, J-Val's a big dude. I want to say he's like 6'10", 6'11". Like, I think he matches up size-wise pretty similarly to Gobert. Obviously, you would rather him face somebody else than Rudy Gobert, but I still think if he gets like 12 to 13, 14 minutes in the first half, feel pretty good about him going over this first half PRA line. Again, he's over this line in 9 out of 10 games that he has started this season. So that'll be our second prop for Saturday, and then the third and final prop that I like is going to be a points prop. We're going to look at a points prop on Jalen Brunson. We're going to take Jalen Brunson for more than 25.5 points. So I think it's a really good spot here for Jalen Brunson going up against the Lakers. The Lakers are going to be without Anthony Davis right now. Without Anthony Davis, their rim protection is very likely to be a lot worse. I think the Lakers are going to be very vulnerable around the rim, giving up shots around the rim, layups, stuff like that. When you don't have AD protecting the rim, it's going to be a lot easier for these guards to drive to the basket to potentially draw fouls and just to get easier baskets, layups and stuff like that. And Brunson's been playing really, really well lately. He's gone over this points prop in 7 of his last 10 games. One of these games where he went under against Memphis, that game was a huge blowout. And in that game, Brunson only played 25 minutes. They won that game by 37 points. This game against the Lakers does have a 9.5 point spread, so it's got a little bit of blowout risk here. But I think the Lakers can keep this game competitive enough to where Brunson gets his full minutes. And typically in competitive games, Brunson plays 36, 37, 38 minutes. We know Tom Thibodeau is a coach that does not play his bench much at all. He's going to lean heavily on his starters, and Brunson's likely to play 36 plus minutes here. If this game's competitive, it should be a really good matchup for him. The Lakers just don't really have any great guard defenders. I'm assuming it's going to be Max Christie who guards Brunson, and that's a matchup that Brunson can easily win. Really like the spot for Jalen Brunson. He's also had a lot of success historically against the Lakers. If you want to factor that in, I try not to lean too much into that stuff, especially because now this season Brunson's playing alongside Karl-Anthony Towns. So obviously things are a lot different compared to like last season and previous seasons. But for what it's worth, Brunson has faced the Lakers 3 times since he's joined the Knicks. In those 3 games, 37 points, 29 points, 36 points. So he's had some big games against the Lakers in the past. I like the matchup a lot for him here. I think the Lakers are definitely vulnerable to scoring guards, someone especially like Brunson that has Brunson's skill set. And without Anthony Davis right now, I expect the Lakers defense to be a lot worse, especially around the rim. And we know Brunson's a guy that does like to drive to the basket, can draw fouls, and he should have an easier time scoring around the rim without AD's rim presence there. So we're going to roll with that as our third prop for Saturday. Jalen Brunson more than 25.5 points. So we've got 3 picks for you guys for Saturday. We almost had the full sweep on Friday, lost by the hook on Josh Giddey's assist prop. But we're going to run it back for Saturday. Got 3 plays here. Onyeka Okongwu, more than 25.5 PRA. Jonas Valanciunas, more than 10.5 first half PRA. And Jalen Brunson, more than 25.5 points. Let's see if we can go 3-0 here, guys. Hit all 3 of these plays for Saturday. Appreciate you guys watching the videos, supporting the content that I'm posting here on YouTube. If you guys do, enjoy the content, just hit that like button for me. Do appreciate the likes as always. Hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new to the channel and if you don't have an account over on Prizepicks, be sure to sign up for Prizepicks and use promo code NOAH. When you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and you place your first lineup, you'll get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account. Make sure to check them out. Check out Prizepicks if you have not yet. But good luck tonight, as always, guys. Thanks for watching. Let's go 3-0 here. Let's get a full sweep, and I'll see you guys in the next video.